Hello students, in this video we will see few tricks to solve MCQs on Coulombs law. So we will see few tricks to solve MCQs on Coulombs law. So first we will see the formulas. So first, if there are two charges separated by a certain distance r in air. Suppose there are two charges plus q1 and plus q2 separated by a certain distance r in air. So I will take in air. Then as you all know, the force between these two charges is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 into q2 divided by r square, or 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught you can substitute it as 9 into 10 raised to 9 q1 into q2 by r square. Now suppose if there is any other medium other than air, so the medium between two charges is other than air. So medium is other than air. Then there will be a slight change in formula. So then the force between two charges is given by F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into epsilon r, q1 into q2 by r square, q1 into q2 divided by r square. Or even you can write this as Fa, that is force between two charges in air by epsilon r, or sometimes epsilon r we take it as k. So where here epsilon r or k is nothing but dielectric constant. It is a dielectric constant of the medium between two charges. So dielectric constant. Now third, if there is combination of medium between two charges. So third point. Now two charges are there. Now in between there are multiple medium, not a single, multiple medium if I take. So this charge I will take it as plus q1. Here another charge I will take it as plus q2. Now up till here you can say this distance is r1 and here there is a medium of dielectric constant k1. So from here to up to charge q2, distance is r2 and there is a dielectric medium of dielectric constant k2. Then the force between those two charges. So force between these two charges is given by F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 into q2 divided by so root of k1 into r1 plus root of k2 into r2 bracket square, where k is in root and r1 and r2 are not in root. So you are required to know these three formulas. So if there is a multiple medium between two, then the force is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 into q2 by 4 pi, sorry, root of k1 into r1 plus root of k2 into r2 bracket square. Clear students? So now on this we will see MCQs. So first problem, below that you can observe two charges of equal magnitude and at a distance r exert force F on each other. If the charges are held and the distance between them is doubled, then the new force acting on each charge is. So initially there are two charges So there are two charges. So I will take Q1 and Q2. He has told equal magnitude. So I will take Q and Q separated by distance R. Separated by distance R. Then the force between them he says is F. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 into Q2 will be Q square by R square. This is equation 1. Equation 1. So now if you read further, charges are hard. So charges are hard means Q becomes Q by 2. Distance between them is doubled. So D becomes 2D, or here I have written R. R becomes 2R. Then the new force you are required to find. So I will take new force as F dash. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught as it is. In place of Q, now I have Q by 2 bracket square. And in place of R, I am having 2R bracket square. To simplify, you will have the answer. So this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So Q square by 4 you will have. And 2R square, if you square it, you will have 4 into R square. So this is 1 by 16 into 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. And this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square is nothing but F. So our answer is F by 16. F by 16. So option D is our answer. Option D is our answer. Clear, students? Next, second one. The force of repulsion between two identical positive charges when kept in air is F. So there are two identical positive charges. So I will take two charges identical, so Q, second one also Q. So they are separated by a certain distance. He has not given distance and it is in air. So the force between them he has given it as F. So F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q square by R square. This is equation 1. Now if you read further, half the gap means R by 2 is filled by a dielectric slab of dielectric constant 4. So now you are required to find net force. Now in this, if I take, so here two charges are there, Q, Q. Now what he says, half the distance, means this distance I will take it as R1, this is R by 2. And remaining half is also R by 2, I will take it as R2. Half is filled with dielectric slab of constant 4. So K1 is 4. Means remaining half is air. So K2 will be equal to 1. So if there are multiple medium between two charges, then the force between them is given by. So I will take formula F dash is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 into Q2 divided by root of K1 into R1 plus root of K2 into R2 bracket square, where K is in root, R is not in root. Now substitute the values, you will have the answer. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, both charges are same, so this will be Q square. Root of K1, K1 is 4, so this is 2, R1 is R by 2 plus K2 is 1, so root 1 will be 1, R2 is R by 2 bracket square. So this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q square divided by. If you simplify this, LCM is same, so 2 plus 1 it will be 3. So you will have 3R by 2 bracket square. So if you square this, it will be 9 by 4, where 4 will come to the numerator, 9 will remain in denominator. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q square, here remaining is r square. So from 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q square by r square is f. So f dash will be 4 by 9 f. F dash will be 4 by 9 f. So our option D is the answer. Option D is the answer. Clear, students? Next one. Two identical metal spheres charged with minus 12 microcoulomb and plus 8 microcoulomb are kept at a distance in air. So there are two spheres. So one is of minus 12 microcoulomb and another one is at 8 microcoulomb. This is positive. They are kept at a certain distance in air. So I'll take distance as r. They are brought in contact and kept at same distance, he says. So when these two spheres are brought in contact, there will be redistribution of charge. So there will be redistribution of charge. So means you are required to take sum of these two charges, that is minus 12 plus 8, you will have minus 4 microcoulomb will remain. Now when they are separated, so the ratio of magnitude of force between them before and after contact, they are brought in contact and kept at same distance. So now when you separate these two and they are kept at same distance, so r is the same. Now this charge, that is minus 4 microcoulomb charge, this charge will be equally distributed on both. Means here you will have minus 2 microcoulomb, here also you will have minus 2 microcoulomb. Minus 2, minus 2. You are required to find force before and after the contact. So in both case r is same, so f just depends on q1 into q2. So before contact I will take it as f1. So f1 is proportional to 12 into 8. So r is the same, so I have not taken 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is constant. So after contact I will take it as f2. It will be proportional to 2 into 2. So I have not taken negative sign, just we are required to find ratio, and in options there is no minus. Now if I take ratio before and after, so before is f1, after is f2, is equal to 12 into 8 divided by 2 into 2. So simplify, so you'll have 24 is to 1. 24 is to 1. So option C is the answer. Option C is the answer. Clear, students? Next one. The charges on two spheres, the charges on two spheres are plus 7 microcoulomb and minus 5 microcoulomb. They experience a force of F. So two spheres are there. On one charge is 7 microcoulomb plus, and on another minus 5 microcoulomb. So the force between these two, has not given the distance, I will take R. So force between these two is F. So F1 is equal to F1. If each of them is given an additional charge of minus 2 microcoulomb. So minus 2 microcoulomb is added to both. So is added to both. So if you add minus 2, so this first one becomes 5 microcoulomb plus 5, and second one becomes minus 7 microcoulomb if you add minus 2. Then the new force of attraction he has asked. Means he is not changing the distance. So R is same. Means here also again you can say F is proportional to Q1 into Q2. So initially he has given F and that F is proportional to 7 into 5. So F2 after adding I will take. So again F2 will be proportional to 5 into 7. If you observe these both equations 5 into 7, 7 into 5 both are same. So you can say F2 is proportional to F, or you can say it remains same. The new force of attraction will be same as before adding. Means our option is A. Option is A. Clear students? Hope you have liked this video. Please share with your friends and ask them to subscribe.